If you haven't seen part 1, go check that out real quick. Ah! Oh, sorry, you're back. Hi. If you're wondering why I'm yelling, it's because I took Terraria, Calamity, INFERNUM, but with a little twist. I gave myself an accessory so that if I take 10 hits at any point during a fight, I instantly perish. So in the last video, I said that, if the video did well, the quality would get better in the future. Which the video did quite well. Thank you all for the support. But I'm just lying because to download a 5-hour VOD, it's about 5 gigabytes, which you might think, oh, that's quite a bit. But 45 minutes of decent quality footage is 11 gigabytes. So you're getting live stream VODs. In this playthrough, I decided to use only guns, and here's where we left off. So we finished the last episode by beating the Moon Lord, and yeah, that's about it. And here we are. We first opened a Moon Lord treasure bag and got a SDMG. It's not a big machine gun. Let me make some vortex armor with some vortex fragments and some luminite. Let me capture a painter and a bug net to make a paintball gun, to make a speed blaster, to make the elemental blaster. Let me make a shredder. Let me do some mass reforging. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me farm some hell enemies to make a profane shard. Let me head over to the profane garden and find a wayfinder and set a wayfinder gate. I'm gonna make a Dawnlight Spirit Origin, which gives your enemies a target. Get away from me. After about 3 minutes, I finally figured out how to turn her off. Oh, not very smart. Then we head back to the Profane Garden to summon up the Profane Guardians. And something like this quickly happens. Then we reforge everything to Lucky. There's not even a point to playing. Then we summon up the Frost Moon to get the Chain Gun to make the Onyx Chain Blaster. Then we take a break from being assaulted to make some exotic pheromones and summon up Dragon Folly. Whoa! Hold on, I'm gonna get hit too much. Whoa, screen growth. First try. From Dragon Folly, we get a Dynamo Stem Cell, a upgrade to our Rage, and a Golden Eagle. Then we get all the components for the Flowers of Morality. Now it's back to being assaulted. Oh! How? Let me go back to warding. What? Ow! Oh! Come on! Not get hit for 14 minutes, and I still lose. After the Empress, I was like, man, I'm kind of unlucky. After Moonar, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of cursed. But now, I am convinced this playthrough is cursed. It's really my bad game. I'm sorry! I made you think that I wanted to win this fight. Oh! After that death, I ended stream to just focus off stream. Up the ass, up the ass, up the ass, up the ass. Yeah, that's how I reacted. Then we head over to the right side of the profane garden to Providence's den. Then we summon up Providence, the profane goddess, which is another rage-inducing experience. Aww. Ah. What is happening right now? How? Oh, see you later, Providence. Why are you doing that? What? Switch, man! Ah! Kill me! Dash right into the... Okay. I'm going to end my life. Friends, I hope you never... Oh, yay! Bye, Providence! Bye-bye, Providence! Oh! Are you Ow, why? What the fuck? Then we summon up Providence for the final time. That was such a good attempt! That was an insane attempt, actually. But no, I just got anally brutalized. Oh, I won. Eat my dick. After defeating Providence, Eula Bloom ore now spawns in your world, and you get an Elysian Aegis and the Rune of Cause, which are used to summon up the Sentinels of the Devourer, which are the next 3 bosses. From the Providence bag, we also get a new vanity set. They make a vortex pickaxe. Eula Bloom mowing session. Then we make Eula Bloom bars, angelic shotgun, spiker, and Tarragon armor, and Tarragon wings. To space we go. How's your day, I should say? My day was, you know, it was going good, and then it was going bad when I was fighting Providence, and now it's not going too bad. Even my sea dragon. 2 hits taken. Then I farmed some necroplasm to make a sea dragon. Now it's Sigma time. Bro. You're not that guy, Sigma. I've beaten INFERNUM 4 times. I've never died to this boss. What is happening? Let me try our hand with Ceaseless Void, which I didn't think it could get any worse, but it does apparently. I just gotta lock in. No! I died at the... This is so annoying! Beat Ceaseless Void! I don't die to these bosses! This class is so unbelievably ass! Eventually we get to this attempt. Now we head back down to hell to summon up Cygnus one more time. No wacky Sigma antics, just an easy, puntable brick of a boss. Then we open a Necromantic Geode to make some blood cores. Then we get some Holy Fire bullets and Blood Flare bullets. Then we expand our Ceaseless Void arena. And then we collect some Polterplasm with minor Poltergast interruptions. Oh! That went pretty well. Then we make a Necroplasmic Beacon. And then we summon up Poltergast for a somehow even more painful experience than the past 5 bosses. We do some warding reforging. Then we make a Blood Boiler Cleric Cannon, and this is what it looks like. It's trash. And then we give the Cleric Cannon a try, which goes very well. That was really good. The next attempt we get to is Desperation Phase, which I will become very accustomed to by the end of this. Then I watch a Yardis no-hit, shout out Yardis, to figure out how to do this one phase with the pink petals while he dashes at you. That didn't help at all. Yo! No! No, I didn't even make it to DSP. Ah! You caught. Whoa! What the hell is happening with his AI, man? We're lagging! I did not fucking do that! Then I reforged everything to menacing to do a little bit more damage. From his bag, we get an upgrade to our adrenaline and an affliction. Then we make some blood flare armor. Then we mine some luminite and exodium to make Halley's Inferno and a Dodu cannon. Then we bully the giant clam for his mollusks to make abyssal diving gear. Then we slam down into the abyss. I'm so friggin' scared right now. I'm so friggin' scared right now. Then we accidentally summon the idolist. I did not want to do that. Then we farm abyssal mobs. Ouch. Yeah, it is. Come here. Then we kill enough Reaver Shark to get enough Reaver Teeth to make a Reaver Tooth necklace. Now I can finally get rid of my Ranger emblem. We make a Brimrose and a world-sized Devourer of Gods arena. Then we make a quick spawn point at the edge of our dog arena. And then we summon up the big bad cosmic balloon animal. Whoa! Whoa! Interrupting goblin army. Moo. Fuck off! And then we reforge the warding for the 9th time. Now it's time to listen to everyone's favorite Calamity song. I'll just beat him this attempt. I'm full lock this attempt. Yo, dickhead. He died? He died. He's still gonna do it though. Oh yeah. Bye, dickhead! Usually I love that fight, but it was just kinda making me mad because this playthrough's cursed. Then we make a cosmic anvil and some God Slayer slugs. Yeah. No, I can't! Then we make an infinity. Then we summon up the solar eclipse for some of those dark sun fragments. And then we summon up the frost moon for some endothermic energy. Onyxia break. Then we summon up the final one, the pumpkin moon, for some nightmare fuel. And then we make a ton of ascendant spirit essence. Then we make some God Slayer armor. And an Asgardian Aegis and an elemental quiver. Then we make a bloodworm platter. And summon up the old head mutant pigfish. Then we clip the wings off the Leviathan to help us dash faster. Where is he? Whoa, he's 1 HP! He was so low! Dirty pigfish. Hey, dirty pigfish down. From Old Duke, we get a Mutant Truffle and a Fetid Emesis, which helps us make the SD FMG, or the Suck Dick 4 money gun. We see that our next boss is Dread Nautilus, so we take care of that. Then we summon up Yaron. Time for another death montage! Oh! Oh! Whoa! Then we summon up the Taco Bell Supreme Dragon for the last time. That's what we call a dead chicken. That's what... Oh, my frames per second! Holy cow, bro. After Yaron's defeated, he gives you 5,000 chicken nuggets, and Auric Ore now spawns in your world. From his treasure bag, we get Drew's wings and a chicken cannon. Make a blossom pickaxe to mine up some of that fire Auric Ore. I make an unnecessary amount of Auric bars. Then I make a Kingsbane and an Ace's High, neither of which I ever used. Then I make the final set of armor, Auric Tesla armor. Now it's Jared time. Let me summon up Jared, or the Eidolon Worm for casuals. Holy cow. Then we switch our class to melee because you literally can't beat him with ranged. So we get a Dragon Rage, Astrum Deus Hide, and Sunring. We reforge for the 45th time this playthrough. I'm just gonna skip to the winning attempt. If you want to see how many attempts it took me, you can watch the YouTube VOD. This is the attempt. Oh my goodness. Oh, he died. Yo, let's go. Was that no hit? I no hit him. Let's go. From the worm, we get a halibut cannon. What a silly guy. Now it's time for every Calamity player's least favorite part of the game. Code breaker farming. Bang. Boom. Bang. Boom. Bang. Boom. Pop quiz time, everybody. Do I A, beat the fight first try, or B, die 64 times and make a giant death montage, or C, die 64 times and not make a giant death montage? If you guessed A, you are wrong! It's B. Yeah.
If you see me out in cohort, say hi, but if you meet me at the clam, I'm a talkative guy. Maybe we'll talk over beers and remember the time. And we know even in my lowest, I'm a family guy.
And I spend 10 minutes of my life trying to find a rover drive to make a sponge. Now, if you don't know, the sponge is like that one girl that you find that you should just never let go. Now, I skipped most of the deaths because I couldn't be bothered, but here's the winning attempt. You guys give up? 5 hits! Come on! With the Exo Prism we get, we make a Draydon Forge and a Miracle Batter. Let me set up our Supreme Calamitous Arena and shoving her up. Yay, I gotta go down a crafting tree. My favorite thing to do. Can I make a call? Got myself, yeah. Got myself in Unreal Heaven Regale. Now, there's 2 hours of dying, so I'm just gonna show you the times I died at DSP. No, oh, you cocksucker. Dead AF. Are you? I got hit by the. You give up! I touched the wall. I touched the wall. I touched the wall. I touched it. Get me out of this hell. Yes. Of course I win it. When I do the worst dodging I've ever done in my life. 17 hits, that's it. I had done it. I had finished the playthrough that made me the most mad I've been in a very long time. But something didn't feel right. I didn't use the accessory because I was so burnt out. So, I had to do it again. I did it! I did it! That was like second try, third try! Oh my! The nightmare's over. The nightmare's actually over. Oh, I know I didn't do it with guns, but I did it. 8 hits. Oh. With the Infer It All achievement being obtained and every single boss being defeated with less than 10 hits. That's it. It's over. See you next time.